Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Hi. Good morning, good mornings. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over there ways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's ndcd.org. Your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. If you have a dream and you need people to make it happen, go there and find them. We're also made possible by sales of, hold on, the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled a sword to teaching the art to others. And, of course, it's in hellfire. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the dark forces of darkness. Happy hump day! Hump day! Everybody, we have a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it in. I say this not because I have to be somewhere, but there's a chance that somewhere may be arriving to me in the form of even more storms. Now, thank you for everyone who has endured the recent episodes. Good God. The recent shenanigans revolving around my episodes having to deal with power outages and everything else. But we are still here, still doing what we do, still holding line all the time, fine as wine, having ourselves a big and rich time. So, here's what's on the docket, my duckies. Today is Wednesday, which means fun drawing time. What? Because you know me, I'm down with the FDT. Now, as my little logo explains, we will be doing the art for next week. Let me double check, however. Next week is going to be a weird one because I am doing a Monday show. I'm pretty sure I'm doing a Wednesday show. I may be doing a Friday show. And I don't know if I'm doing a next Monday show. Because things are really complicated. So I'm going to set up for a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I believe next Monday will be a no show because Mr. Tockert has to be places. It does occasionally happen. And since my service is not paid for directly by the vast majority of you, I think I'm okay. And those of you who do support my lovely Patreon, blessed are you among people. Let me clear that. I don't care. Okay, I care about you. I don't care about the garbage my computer was bringing up. I'll have goodies. But we got a lot done. My entire yard is basically functional now, which means I can film again. If the weather holds out and the storms, stay in this quasi-spring-like temperature, I'm going to get so much done. You see, my heat sickness has acted up because of the heat. And if the heat goes away, the heat and sun sickness, because I am basically, the sun and I do not get along, are going to rattle back around to where the world should be. All righty then. Now, I've had a couple interesting streams. Did some unexpected art streams, a little bit of Insomniac art. I know you guys love that. But we have even more to do. Now, I had something interesting come up. I was on Facebook, and it shared one of my little tiny direct from phone time-lapse digital art pieces that I had put up on my, it's up on my my YouTube somewhere, but I realized I've come quite a bit. As bad as I feel about my art often, I've come a huge distance from where I used to be. And that means I need to keep pushing to get better. Therefore, the only way to do that is for me to get drawing, which means I have to get everything set up for all of you wonderful folks so that you can watch the shenanigans I will be imparting. But before I do, I'd like to give the chat a chance to say their piece before I deep dive. So let's go. Wow, you guys have been chatty. I loves it. And congratulations to Dan and Lindsay for getting better news. We were all concerned. Congratulations to Kat Rothermel, who is, from everything I've seen, continuing to heal and recover at a fairly rapid pace. Go you. It's your birthday. Anyway. Now, while we're waiting for everything to load up in the background, we got some comments. So let's hit them. First through the door at 9:47. Thank you. Carl Witzman, good morning, dog. Good morning, Carl. And Donna Carlene is greeting everyone. Loving it. Hey, Donna. Donna used to keep the mojo in the dojo, but she long ago let it loose to run amok. And let me check my notes. Yes, amok. You can thank her as you need. Anyway, I want to get to the art, but we got crack through these comments real quick. So, dude, we almost hit the door at the same time. Oh, you guys are adorable. You don't have to go fix Denny's. Okay, we've got some. How does it look out there? One ponders. Oh, a solid mass of gray. But the wind's coming from the south, so I won't worry about that. Okay, cool. I have to pull this down, though, because it causes my lighting to be way too harsh. There we go. Isn't that better? Now, accountability, doing things around the house. Well, back heals more. Good. Take care of it. Tornadoes. Yes, we are charging just about everything. Having April and June. It's almost, we're in the fire watch. Foxy one, welcome back. Foxy's been gone for a while, much missed, but much appreciated upon her return. And we would love to send you some thunderstorms, but I'll have to go out and talk to them nicely and hope they kind of around. Phone is fully charged, but taking forever to start up. It's one of those updates. Oh my gosh, I've been fighting updates left, right, and center. And 20 days since any moisture. Dear heaven. Lots of rain. Love those updates, but with the bugs. My problem is the bloat war makes it worse. iPhone. Oh. Preach on! Team Android. Got Moto now. Got Moto now. Works great until I get update. Then it gets slow till the bug fixes it. Understood. Good for you. They haven't done that on purpose yet. Greetings, fellow humans. Hi, Grant. See, you heard it. Fellow human. Reminding you not about the green room, because y'all have been good, but reminding you not a cryptid. Ha. Ha. Fellow humans. Ha ha. I am redeemed. And that needs to go away too, doesn't it? There we are. Back to where we are. And hey, Angelina. Angelina was there for some of the shenanigans I've done. How are you doing, my dear? Human. Moi. Yeah, a few of those. Lived in Kansas City. No. Sorry. Because people were weird about tornadoes because they get so many. Yeah, it just happens. Another long night. If by weird you mean nonchalant. Well, it's very rare that tornadoes. I have a fleeting affair with the things. They keep near missing me, and I am very glad to watch them go by, much like death. I heard that there's an immortal consciousness theory, considering near misses, wherein the theory is that for all the multiverses, you will, your consciousness will always follow the choice that keeps you the most alive. And as there's infinite possibilities, there's always at least one where you're alive, but they get progressively stranger. It's an interesting theory. That's totally me. I understand that. No. Tornado. Well, we go outside, look around, check what's going on. I have to redo my basement, so it's not like fun. I'm there sitting on the porch watching them with my dad as a kid. Yep. He goes, lost my glove long enough to get a splinter and then found it again. Jeez! That sounds like one of the universe conspiring to just sort of F you over a little bit there, Grant. And that's not fair. We like Grant. Yep. Ouchie. Splinters are no fun. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Hey, Nick. Hey, sassy lady. Okay. Popping through. Tried to get it out. Pair tweezers. Oh, that's rough. Donald's awake. Catching Muncie 3 hours ago. Wonder if she went back to bed. Hey, Angelina, Carl, and Donna. Hey. Sorry I did not get to stop at a Menards while down that way. You didn't save more money. Save big money at Menards. We're not sponsored, but Menards, at least send me a hat, or something. Look, stress is rendering me a villainous hairdo, and after the emergency cut, I am not myself. That's a big note for me. I'm pretty risk averse. Craziest thing I've ever done is marry Nathan. It's not. I started to say it's not that I'm not risk averse, and then I thought about my youth, and I just shut up. I just shut up. Oh, hey, Angelina. I guess pretty much you're the opposite because I take chances quite often. Like being with Thesis. No, we love Thesis, even though he's not around. I know he's busy. But the joke was right there. Morning, checking in. Ted's in pre-op. I'm looking for my brain. Okay, the soggy bacon is probably where you last left it. If you can remember the last thing you could remember, it's probably there. Hi, Dawn. I saw Dawn. Took off down the street looking for pickles. Pickles. And there she is, Callie. The cat drops. Calvin got eardrops. Inigo needs his ears cleaned. Ew. Did I miss one? Best wishes to Ted. Hope he comes through with flying colors. Absolutely. Angelina, I missed a comment about Nathan. Haha. How are you? Woohoo! Get it! Rock and Roll Ghana says, good morning, Nick and all. How you doing? I get sprung 2 days early. It's in tomorrow. Woohoo! Heck yeah. Get yourself home, rest, continue to be spoiled by your loving husband. Nothing. Yay. Whoops. And I lost like 6 viewers. So we're going to have to get through this real crud. Okay. I'm glad the kitten is doing well. Sending positive energies to many years of shenanigans. You need to spend $87 by the end of the month to get a rebate. Hey, you don't have to tell me twice. Psh, popping out, saving batteries so I can plug in. Fair enough. We love you. Muck, and it's a bug fix. Must have hit. Fly like the high winds. Do remember it was fun. Okay, cool. I've clocked my way through. We're going to run a quick ad. And I mean a little quick ad. Here, we'll as a kid, I saw a comment, as a kid, you never think about the danger. As a kid, I always thought about the danger. I expect one of my brothers to come bursting through the door. I am the danger. No, highly energetic particles by Dan Hollifield is playing. Comments are staying. I think, let's see. Oh, I thought about for like 5 seconds. Alrighty. You got the music? I got a screen. Let's rock. Rock this baby inside out. It's not an interesting one. Rather bland, so I'm not going to rock that one. Okay. Rock this thing. Make it twist and shout. All right, we're just using big backward C's to give a sort of innate floofiness to it. We're hopping and popping here. Yes. Now, we're gonna grab some very light gray, so it's still not white. Yes. We're just gonna absolute lay out some clouds. I want some beasts of clouds. Let's get it going, because we got some weather going on, and that looks good. We like this. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Haven't decided. But I know we are rocking that. So, we got that. Okay. My comments aren't updating like they should. Ooh, somebody got shake. Nice. Still don't know what a Benny's is. Yeah, glad you had a good day. So am I. We're all happy you had a good day. Get that oil tank. I hear thunkery. We'll see if I am needed. What am I feeling? You know what? Yeah, I know what I'm feeling. I'm just squiggling in very lightly I don't want that. I want... I don't want to... You know what? My brain did not flow with that, so we're going to try that again. We're going to try that again. So I wanted that angle. It's a little high, but we can work with it. And I want that almost shark fin. And then I want something like this, and something like this, and something like this. There we go. Now, because like I'm in the mood to groove here, so we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we'll do this, this and that, and this and that. Alrighty, we got this nice red kind of red. We got this nice orange look. Don't worry about it. There's stuff coming out. Come right back to it. We're going to hit a different shade of orange. Now, this is meant to be reminiscent of a very important place in my TV viewing youth. It's not quite spot on, but it's close enough to give the vibe. It's a bit of a, shall we say, an homage. There's that word again. Oh, I see. You guys really need to trim your cat's nails. I love you all, but you are doing harm unto yourselves. Now, I'm moving much quicker than usual because I'm kind of hyped. And I also can't dawdle in case the storms hit. Now, if I were doing a gaming stream like I was tempted, I could. But since I'm not, I can't. So we're going to do this on turbo mode. The, oh shoot, I've got a deadline kind of vibe. Now I really have to think about where the sun is, which we're going to say is off in that direction somewhere. That way I can hit a little bit of this action. Do this. Keep a little bit here. And we're going to come over here. I'm going to pull this. We're just going to jiggy it right down. That's right. That's a formal art term, jigging it down. That's right. What we're working on right now is where the shadows are falling. But I don't want to go full dark and gray. So we're just going to kind of get things where it feels like it's telling the story. And now let's see. Let's get our blend tool out. We'll use fingertip. Oh, there we go. It could be larger, but I'm kind of liking the spreads. I don't want to go insanely large. There we go. I also like the ability to just kind of squiggle and get it off. Now I know theoretically I could use layers and things to accomplish a lot of what I'm doing. But I really don't feel like it. Okay, you guys got to be careful with that cat bite business. StreamYard's being a little funny. There we go. there are a few places, like specific, like areas I would love to eventually go to. This actually reminds, it's based on one. And I haven't actually made it aggressive or alien enough, but I'm doing it again by the feel, not the actuality, which a lot of my stuff is, oh god, I'm never quite sure what you would call this style, but a bit of impressionist, I guess. Because the idea isn't, photorealism. Photorealism is something, or photorealism at a distance where you think it's photorealism. Yeah, I'm nowhere near organized enough for that. But this is more the vibe of a given setting. You can see, I used to adore working with oil pastels. Chalks too, but oil pastels were absolutely my jam. Because I could get in there and squiggle and make messes and tell stories. But the more I start the blend series, the more it starts to get that quasi. Ooh, Portillo's! You're talking my language. I could go for Italian beef. Although Mandy made Reubens yesterday, and I have some leftover corned beef, so I may make another Reuben or a Reuben adjacent sandwich. Ooh, that's not something I'm heinously looking forward to. Oh, is it? No. There we go. I want that to pull down. Right now, I'm just having a lot of fun, just kind of cutting loose, playing with what, I've given myself here. This needs to be spread out a little bit. It's too linear. There we are. Why not? Yeah, I kind of want to do it. There we go. I like doing it this way because it really, really does become more two-dimensional sculpture than just painting. And I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but it's really how I see it. Oh, wow. I studied Latin about 3 lifetimes ago, and every once in a while I can halfway listen to any of the Romance languages and get pieces. I need to go back into Latin because I'm sure it's all gone formally. Just go with this. Oh, that's nice. Isn't that nice? Get this nice sunset. Throw this in. Let's see now. I like this. I'm going to add another layer because I really don't want to mess with this too much. But again, I need to cut in some sand that's following the lay of the land, so to speak. It is amazing how many planets Stargate visited that looked like British Columbia. It's just one of those odd things. I say that not because this looks anything like British Columbia. It doesn't. Save my carbs for the shake. Well, that's neat. Well, there's parts of Argentina where people speak in surprisingly heavy German accents too. Weirdest thing. That being said, I've never been one to hold people necessarily accountable for their ancestors' poor choices. That would be far too arrogant for me. Now, what does it mean? I'm glad you guys are having fun. We're rocking this one out. And then I need something to go against the grain. There we go. We're starting to get a little too samey. I'll put a couple larger like the rock here. What is this? Need something. I need something. Come on. Do we like that? Yeah, actually, kind of do. I like how that is carrying just a bit. Gives it the feel that, the same material is being used. Just a little bit of this. Working get it there. Just the slightest bit of this, and I'm doing something that would be rather dangerous in actual painting, which is I'm using the canvas as my palette, but there we go. I really want to keep sense of continuity kind of present. There we go. How's that look? Oh, that's not bad. Ooh. Sorry, laughing at what Carl posted. There's just enough dramatic in my family to get good portions of that humor. There we go. That's not bad. Okay, well, we got this little So I want this, we can give it another layer. I'm adding a couple bits just because I can. There we go. I want that desiccated wood look. I really want to draw Kirk fighting a Norn. I always like donuts. I am now thoroughly in the mood for a donut. Thank you very much. I don't know why it was necessary for you to inflict donut on me, but donut. A little hollow to that food. There we go. Just do a bit of this. And just right here. Probably the only shade in the whole region. Okay. What else does this need? Get a little Western art, are you with it? A little bit of vaguely Western art. I haven't done Western art all day long. So let's just driver. Now, woohoo! And yes, thank you. I was gonna do it. But if I did it, I'd get sued. So I decided to go Western Rider. Wait. Go Western Rider away. Let's go. Okay. Can we do this? Okay. I'm going to put the rock down here. All right, guys. Because that's where my brain went immediately on this one. Do we do it? Do we do it? Let's make this fair. I see. There's a way to do this. Okay. There's our poll. And I'm going to pause the music. I am going to run a ad. And I will let you guys decide. Is it the Lone Rider? Or is it Space Lizard and Captain Shat? And while you guys are deciding that, I'm going to give you a lengthy break.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code. A secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found his suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items. some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
All right. Looking at the votes, it's pretty clear you guys want Space Lizard and Captain Chat. So we're calling the poll now, and we are hiding it. Captain Chat it is. Okay. I'm going to sign off on this on another layer. Totally not, so I can come back later and possibly, do the other version. But yes, I had instantly this image, these mountains stuck in my head. And so we've got that. Save as. Ah! Did not spill my drink on my computer. Victory! Okay, sorry about that. Okay, save this as Space Lizard versus Captain Chat or Lone Rider. Rifer. Yeah, let's typo that. That'd be Riker. No, he'd be trying to have his way with both of them. Okay. We will put it out this way. PNG. Bam. Just like that. Then I'm going to do this. Oh, that looks like the rider's coming up on him, and that's kind of funny. Oh. Ah, cat! Anyway. Well, export single layer, Jake. V2. Yeah, that's right. I'm saving both of them that way. But only one gets the illustrious. Nevermind. Dun 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 da da dun. Do 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 do. What's that look? Oh yeah, that works. Boom. And next Monday is the 22nd. Cool. File. Export. JPEG. NTF 622.26. Damn. All right. So yes, that was the inspiration. Yes, very much Stuart. Hey, Chris. Captain Dirk and the Gork. Yes. Okay, so we got the first one done. Let's go on to the next. Woo! Hot time, Summit in the City. Italian beef is a type of preparation of beef that's cut very thin and it's spiced. It's served in a dipping sauce with this big poofy bread. Um, it is it is delightful. Okay, let's see now. Oh, we didn't. I didn't even turn music on. I should put something spacey for that one. Shoot. Oh well. Let's go. Narland's Mud. Make some music. What am I working on? Where is my telefrogging? Okay. Did I have a request come through? I thought I had a request come through earlier. Ooh. Oh, I got a bunch of messages. Wow. Apparently, the library is closing ahead of the storm. They are that concerned. So that's a thing that's happening. What am I feeling like drawing? What am I feeling like drawing? And why is the music not musicking? There we go. Vasquez walks. Yes, I'd like to. So is it like pastrami? No, it's milder. Um, how do you describe Italian beef? Very good sandwich. My problem is I literally just ate corned beef, so my brain will not get out of my favorite sandwich, which is a Reuben. Big bread, almost French bread, smooth, soft cooked beef, cheese, peppers, broth poured over it. Fabulous. You dip it. Au jus. It is. When it, oh, okay, you dip it. You don't. Yes, the library is very sturdy, but I think they're more worried about power loss. Uh, I haven't decided what I want to do with their legs yet. Yup. I know y'all. It can be. It can be a knife and fork sandwich. It depends on where you get it. Just a quick, lazy sketch. Sticking to subject matters I am very familiar with. I can move her over and have more room for legs. I don't know yet. We're still in the sketch phase. This is not. I haven't decided on her level of endowment. There we go. Yep, we're getting there though. I have to do like some very specific pictures, but they will take a lot of time. So right now I am just in a mood. So when I'm in a mood, I just sort of something like this. What do I want it? Angles a little more natural. go. There we go. Now, have to decide on the outfit. I'm just playing right now. Go. There. And this is a proper there we are. There we go. Now we're doing it. So that YouTube doesn't think I'm doing anything inappropriate. I've decided, the outfit, but it's coming along. Arby's is good. Yes, it's like Arby's, but much better. Oh my gosh, okay, a Reuben is amazing, and it has sauerkraut on it, which is one of the best form. Yes, I might even say one of the best. It is probably the best form of cabbage. A couple stir fries come close, but I mean, it's a Reuben. Okay, now we're going to just this. This. Can't decide the outfit though. It's really like being a pain in the butt today. Normally I'm pretty good at deciding outfits. Nope. Let me just it. This. Add some more pearls while I sort this out. I kind of want to go a direction with this. I could decide if I want to go fantasy or if I want to go cyberpunk. But it needs detailing. It needs something different. I love the pose. The pose is great. It's a solid pose. I have no regrets there. That's got to get close to your cat's lunchtime, which I understand entirely. I haven't got foggy. I haven't got the slightest issue with that. This cat's need their lunch. Right now, Stuart is hiding in my study somewhere. Not sure where. We'll find out later. Now, what am I going to do with this? Do I go cocktail dress looking situation? I could. Yeah, I think I'll. Work on the hand just a little bit. Doesn't need to be perfect. I make her an elf, I can elf brad it, and elf brad is fun. So we'll do that. We'll make her an elf. And that gives me an excuse to completely elf brat her out. Elf brat being my wife's term, actually. She took it from a book, and I cannot remember the book. But it is a fashion of
sort of fantasy excess. I'm just gonna have fun with it. I don't know how far into this I am going to go, but we'll see. Belt thing there. Run the knee off there. These. Wrist. Stroke of the palm. Thumb. This. This. Okay. I might do a square neckline. I haven't done a square neckline in a while. Square neckline serve. Maybe a corseted top up top. That could be fun. Make it a hoodie. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun with this one. I think that's gonna go back there like so. I'm gonna have to ink all of this, but that's okay. To the bottom. Please. Sure. At least fit it. I don't know if I'm going to force it with it. That. Oh. Those funky little half gloves, because it's always such a look. Maybe some excessive jewelry. Guidelines. Very good. I want that. I like that. We'll add the poofs. Yeah, it makes sense. There we go. Yeah, armchair poses fine. There we go. Illustration. Feel a glass here. Get the shape down. Remember, there is thickness to the glass. There we go. That's not bad. Well, what else do we want? Headline. And I need to do something like that. I haven't quite decided what. Okay. No. There is a place where whimsical wear and like cottagecore and like fantasy and all the it all intersects somewhere. If I figure out where it is, that's going to be the place where I like to keep my art styles. The different on that. Sometimes it's fun. Sunglasses on top of her head. Oh, that's not bad. I like the sunglasses on top of her head. Because she's got yeah, I like those. And then we'll just, so right now it's just a sketch, but I like that. I'm just gonna get this one done at least. Not bad. Oh, I know what she means. Evidence of like absolute, kicker boots over here. There we go. Now, let me do some, actually I don't even need to do much erasing because this isn't that layer. I'll pop that down to about there. Add a layer, and then I can start inking. Still need some more tweaks, but the general form is here. Let's see. I'm sorry, Pumpernickel. I like pumpernickel. Good morning, my dear Emily. We are holding on as long as we can. Let me see how the storm watch looks. The skies are red or gray and looming. All righty. Get up here. We are definitely in my zero phase. I did start inking on the wrong layer. So I need to zoom in a bit. Okay. No. I mean, it looks broody out there, but it doesn't look too problematic. So, I don't know. This. And yeah, I'm going to have to put the sunglasses on the top of her head. Yes, I'm giving her a little bit of the she-go lip. I don't think anybody's going to complain. It's a great look. I might be too rounded to nose though. We'll let that all go. This here. This. You trying to get out or trying to get back in? Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. How's it going? Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, you, sir. Thank you. You're not supposed to be in here anyway. I'm being very patient with you. How do I want to do her hair? It's like looking at it up close makes it almost untenable to track. I want her to have truly wild hair. And then that ear should come down over here. Like so. I'll worry about the ear details in a minute. Means this line as you go here. Ah, that wasn't right. I'm going to fight the heck out of these two circles, probably. Because yes, I know they're too thin. That's because they're going to be thick right now, if I can get it to look right. What was that, sir? Thank you. It's all... I want to base these on these really cool kind of steampunky sunglasses I know about that are you twist to adjust the aperture. Not the aperture, the way down. There we go. I need to come farther down to see what I was doing. Just have that disappear into the hair. Just like so. Haven't decided on the color of them yet. There we are. Oh, I love you too, dear. You rest your eyes. If you're back in time, you come on out. If not, you can catch it on the rerun. If you need something from me special, you know you just need to make a request and it'll happen. I do take requests. I do take commissions. My going rate is roughly $20. At least for like a black and white. A lot of times I'll give you color. If, you know, frankly, if the project is interesting and my mood allows. Sometimes I give discounts. It's almost like I'm one of those artsy folks who are hard to price, difficult to contain, and drive business types absolutely batty. But that couldn't be. Oh, this is coming out well. A little bit of that. I haven't done somebody with a little cleft chin in a while. Over here. This one may take me longer than usual. And it's okay. Pictures take what they take. Whoops. I'm going to save her as... what am I saving her as? Because I don't want to lose this if the power goes out entirely. So we'll say save as multi-stylized elf brat. That fits, because now I can do steampunk elements, I can do Kuroware elements, I can do whatever elements I want to do to this picture without too much complication. Okay, let's see how this is working. That's not bad. Over here. And I'm going to go completely off book. Just want something like this. That's a pigtail situation. I'm going to do something like that, which won't be too visible. All right. These. Just gonna come around like that. Like that. I'm gonna add some gaps because I want her hair to be like 80s, you know what I mean? Oh, bye, Angelina. Oh, you're not leaving, you just want Arby's. Arby's sounds good. I could go for some Arby's. But like that, my lunch is pretty dedicated, and I have probably an early guest. Need to check something. So we're going to stop this, and I'm going to run an ad, and I'll be back in a bit. Here we go. And we're back. I'll admit I had some concerns because the little man was going outside. And today might not be the best day for somebody to go outside. I haven't quite figured out how I want that to join though, so I'm going to have to tinker a bit. There we go. And we're going to add. One of the things I'm trying to work on being better about, adding thickness. Laugh. I know you're gonna. If you don't laugh, you'll fart. There we go. But this here, a lot like that. Retain this for thickness and this for thickness. And then this is going to come down just like this. Which gives me plenty to anchor the hood onto. Which I'll have to tinker with. And I have no problem tinkering with something like wood. Fashion is fun. If fashion isn't fun, you're doing it wrong. Sorry. Music! Brave New World. It really did. I mean, it really kind of helped set the piece off, so thank you. I appreciate it. Mr. Walker. This. I forgot to breathe again. Is the music playing, or did I hit it but not turn it on? I hit it but I didn't turn it on. See, unfortunately, to keep the music from blasting you guys out of your... I also realized I kind of made that square neck hole a little big for popular content. So... that. On here, I'm just going to stop and start adding different earring pieces. A little bit more ear detail. Put a tip piece over here. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. No. I need to do a little bit of work to get this where I want it. It's always the circles that are kind of oblong that are going to be my problem. And then let's try this. We are at what, a 6? Go to a 25. And 25 is successful. Good idea, but not what I want. That'll do. Just let me go right there. Back to a 6. Thought I was running a little thinner than usual. Anyway, we'll just whoops, that's not where I want it. Sometimes you just gotta run with it till you get where you need to be. And see, that's offending me, so I have to slow down go. There we go. You can add a bit of detail there. I can go with that. I think this arm may just require oh, that's too thick. Too thick. There we go. Some detailing, so we're gonna do some stuff to that in a minute. But that. And we'll come back over here. Oh, those lines are not what I want. That line is closer, so we'll hold on to that line. And then we'll hold on to this line. Yeah. That's not bad. And then just go right here. There we are. Sometimes when I'm really working, it takes me a while. And I'm sorry, I've started to really slow down more. Do you guys like it better? Do you like it better when I slow down more? Or do you like it better when I kind of blast my way through? Oh, thank you, Chris. I appreciate the compliment. I know the scissors. I need scissors. Okay. Oh. That thing in, and that thing in. That's very important. The entry point. I get to do a bunch of fun line work. Why am I working so dedicatedly on the black and white? When you guys know I'm probably going to colorize. Well, if I make something and I really like it, it has a habit of one form or another popping up elsewhere. Thank you. Like the slow down version? Well, it's a case of calibration for me. In that I was always kind of beating my way through my art, because a lot of my art was originally, like my styles and stuff, were done fairly covertly, in that my time frame was limited, and that always sort of influenced my style. I have to do something about this really nice waist to hip dip situation. But, however, it meant I was always limited in the detail I could do, and it was always feeling rushed. And being able to just puzzle out how I want a picture to look is such, it still feels like a privilege to me. That I can't quite get over it. There we go. Hand might be too big. I think I may need to shrink that hand down while I get everything incorporated. Yeah, there's got to be belting or something in here, but I'm going to figure out the skirt next. Because the skirt is very much what keeps the image fairly more feminine. Oops. That lead line was not doing anything I wanted it to. Well, that's much better. So I'm going to leave the ruffles there. That way I can just keep with the line. Having been a denizen of the internet for some time, I understand intently just how important that that needs to happen there. There we are. I had a bit of a tangent that I had to puzzle out. Tangents will ruin a perfectly good picture. And then oops. Well, yeah, I'm gonna redo that one. It's close, but not. Deal with that later. I don't know. I'm not sure if I like there are details I need to tweak on, but it's really hard when I have a really clear image of what I want to do versus what my skill set will allow me to do. There we go. That was there. That can go there. Right there. Go here. Do that. I'm going to shrink this down because I want this to be a big book. Because I like big books and I cannot lie. How do I want to do? Like, there's so much more detailing I need to do for this to feel adequate. It just needs more accessories. But let me hide this for a second. See. Okay, I can't complain much. Can't complain much. I want to resize that hand a bit, and I'm going to draw this glass. I'm feeling just lightly shaky about it. I may turn this into a candle holder. That. But we still have the thickness of the glass that has to be applied. One with this light effect. Drawing transparent and translucent things takes a lot. It's not easy. And I'm going to have to clean up just a bit, but I can do that from the zoomed in position. Next, let's fix some things. This hand, shape's not bad, but the hand itself is just a little off size where I want it. That fixes it. Literally that much. Boom. Done. That means I can come back here, fix this, add a there. Now, there we go. Okay. Do I want to try to close this up and do it as a solid color? It gapped, but where? Where isn't it gapped? Hold on, we've got a lot of work to do on this before I can pull something sneaky up. But while I'm working on that, I'll add the top lines to the fabric while I am essentially playing around. Okay, now, where isn't it close? Probably right here. That's probably a good start. Try it again. Perfect. Now we're going to go add a layer and multiply, because I'm going to need this. But for now, I want that so that I can find where I want to put the whites later. Okay. Back to working on it, but let's just placeholder. I just have a lot to close up. Not as much as I usually do, though, or very similar. Oh. Like that. I'm going to do something again, mostly with the intention of making it clearer to myself what's what, because the colors are going to change. But if I know that that tracks with that, I can do some different things, because the colors are going to be a thing. Actually, let's just see. Let's just see how bad this turns out to be. Okay, I knew I'd have to deal with some Scooby-Doo eye situation. That's not really that bad. So far, so good. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen too. Okay. That's going to need to be closed up. Okay, cool. Now back down. Grab this. And this is how I find my gaps. I decide what I'm doing with that, but I know I'm going to be doing something. Close that up. Close that up. Hey, Mandy could be home at... I'll give her a little bit more time, but she could be home at any minute, technically. I'm not going to close that up. And probably close that up. Now we'll take the eraser, come to the multiply layer, and do a whole lot of it. Whoops. A whole lot of this because it will make my life easier. There we are. Now, let's get back to the drop. Grab this, get there. And we're going to hit the erase because I've been kind of dawdling on this one. Not saying it's bad, because frankly it's not, but I am saying there has been some dawdling. And I may colorize it and then do the black work once I've got it fully colorized. I'm not sure yet. There's so much I have to clean up yet. Have to think. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I mean, that's open all over the place. So we just start closing gaps as we find them. Now, so they are redoing Harry Potter, and I think that might be one of the most unnecessary reboots in the history of reboots. And I can't, for the life of me, figure out why they'd want to do that. I mean, aside from the theoretical quest for more money. But, hey, you have a good one, Chris. Appreciate the folks who are sticking around for the second hour. As we just journey our way through this little artistic adventure we're on. Still multiply. I think purple's going to be a better main color anyway. Yeah, that could survive way harder. Now let me look at my circle for a second. Again, these are just that should have been that. Okay, fine. We'll do it like that and then I'll purple it later. I will be doing a lot to not even raining out there yet. So much to do. We're getting there. There we go. We're getting there. It's a better purple. There's a lot of I am saving colors. Because I haven't quite figured out what color spread I want to use. That leaked? I guess it would leak out that finger, wouldn't it? Okay, guys. Thank you for sticking around. That's not even. I think a bit. I have to clean up over there, but while I'm thinking, I'll just. Fix that one band, that's okay. There's going to be a lot of fixing that happens, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. All right, we're almost. We're making time now. So I know I get quiet when I'm in the zone, guys, but that thing you heard was my lovely wife getting home. Oh, that does look good. Wait a second. Oh, that really helps. Sometimes you just gotta keep it simple, stupid. It's not bad. Like I said, I'm still well within the realm of character design. I'm not quite terribly set on any one given thing, although that has to leave now that I know what I'm doing. I'm going to fix that shoe too, but all that can get fixed. It's just sort of a fun one. Okay, now. Well. What color should those be? If I were a young mage, doobie 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 doo. I'll just grab this. What? Oh, one layer. We'll expand it. We'll rotate it slightly. Not bad. I still need to do, like I said, it needs some heavier line work done. But I'd be lying if I didn't say I like what most of it's. Oh, undo. My friend grabbed the wrong color. we go. Now, looks like it's going to be let me do this, maybe? Oh, wrong layer. Oh, that's what got me. That's what got me. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Now I can add liquid color as needed to that, but not quite decided what. And I need to write on the book, and I need to do inkery pinkery over here, but let's fix the part that needs fixed first. Fix that. We'll fix that. Now we'll grab this, and we will go here, we will go here. Kind of digging it. Not perfect, but kind of digging it. It needs a few more details. I haven't quite decided what yet, but no, book color wrong. Much better. A little bit of cleanup. Next, I have to do shading. I think we need a shading layer. What do you think? Do we want to go standard 15 fuzz? Get the airbrush fired up? Okay. Oh, thank you. I'll be honest, I haven't read Love on the Spectrum, but I'm glad it's a character you find interesting. I'm going to have to fix a little bit there. And I may come back and give her more more detail. I feel like she's a little low on accessories in the waist area. But there we go. I'm just gonna, for now, fill this in like so. It's a little dark. It's a little dark. Let's pull it up a bit. There we go. Make it a little less dark. Not perfect. Again, not perfect. And wrong layer. Okay, cool. We'll undo that. Put one layer down. Fix it. Done. Back where we're playing. And back where we're playing with. Should be 15? Yeah. No, actually, I'm going to try something else for the skin. I want to use the pink. Whoa! That is way... That's a little hot. So I can flip the hair too. I want to just see. So like this. There. See if I can get there. I know there'll be a lot more that happens when I am there we go. Well, I'm doing my service background foods, but now I think I briefly need to take a bit of a handbrake, so I'm going to run a commercial again. Sorry, guys, but I do have to promote some great people, and then I will be back after the word from our sponsors. And let's see, who should we hear from? Well, Don's going through a bit with Ted, so we'll do this. Hi, Alec. Sorry to spook you. Come on, move. Yeah, you want to? Yes, knock everything down, wreak havoc. Okay. Next, we need to fill. Okay, I'm gonna look over here at this. We are here. We've been working a bit in that. We have not played because I like to draw the equilateral triangle in my circle. Yeah, that's gonna. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this looks. If I go to another layer and we just go, and we will make that multiply, and we'll do that. Okay, that's gonna work just fine. Just need to hit here, hit here, hit here, hit here. There's going to be a lot of little oopsies that need to be dealt with. But if I have the primary areas covered, I'm not going to worry too much. Because, okay, I still kind of want to do an over-ink, don't I? Okay, Cat, you got to move. I didn't get the door closed, and thank you for wide open. Sandra, would you come close this door for me, please? The cat's kind of kicked it open. Now, back to the Muzak, because it's not fun if we don't have music. Let's go Vortex Manipulator.
Dusty set up an ambush for me.
Thanks, dear. Mandy's home because she's so concerned about the weather. We should tell you guys something. I was going to tell me is to hit a save button. Whoop. just in case I get zapped. I put a lot of work into this. Okay. Come here real quick. Gonna grab that and do that. Ooh, the smaller, hard to see zaps. Come down here, grab a bit of that, go there. That, go there, grab that, go there. That was nice. Oh no, because that's a angle chain. That is not. There we go. That's going to take a little bit. Hello? That's fine. You can get that. Sometimes you just need to do that. Take the time and color pretty in whatever needs color pretty in. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to need that too. Okay. There we go. While I'm thinking, I'll just fix these little holidays I have. Oh no, it adds a little bit of shading. Egads, not shading. That's terrible. How dare I, shade and detail a picture. Anyway, get that one here. Okay, now come here. This is the basic shade layer, and I'm going to get a couple things that I saw. Ooh. The storm begins. Ooh, and it's just a roller. Okay, cool. Let's get it on. I see areas I missed. Because I'm zoomed in. And no one's complaining, so I'm not going to worry about it. Because it's very important to do this to the best of my ability. Because I know at least someone's going to like it. And if that is the situation that we're facing, we'll just do that. And we'll do this, that, there. Oops. Let's just do this. Make it. They'll pull the outfit together about a bit. And really, whoops. Really tempted just to go. Oh, I know what tool I need. I need my marker. That's a little more controllable. At least I need to do that much. I may. Let's check. Boom. Let me look. Oh, that's a bunch of gobbledygook down at the bottom, isn't it? Eek. That's grim, folks. Okay. Well, we'll come here. I'll just go fix this, fix this, fix that, at least a bit. There we go. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there, friends. And yeah, I do think this needs a healthy dose of black work and inking, which means I have to come here, go back to my pen of choice, possibly an 8. I might go as far as a 10. And start the lonely work of reestablishing these parameters. in places that I feel it needs it. Nothing like major storm to give you a sense of urgency, however. Not too much. That might be too much for what to see. No, although that needs to be erased. Which means we come here and we go. Oops, there we are. I have to work on the eyes too. Yes, okay, that's okay. Maybe. Yeah, maybe we can just dark those eyebrows. Might look better. They do. If I do this wrong. Not bad. Yep. I'm glad you guys are having fun. Like I said, I'm sorry if these take a while longer than maybe you guys like. Where? Deliberately add weight. Let's add some slow thickness. How is that coming? Oh, gosh, yes. Oh, see, is it coming better? It's starting to. It really is starting to stop moving quite so fuzzed by the background, which will be fixed. Trust me. I have all manner of plans for that. But you guys know me and how much I love my shade layers. So. Let's see how we're doing. I'll do that. We're getting there. Gotta stop holding my breath while I ink, so I have to keep talking so I remember to breathe. Oh, not neurodivergence, thou art a cruel mistress, making me work to breathe, because that's what I really need to be doing, you know? I really need extra challenge. I'm going to be playing this back because it is, in many ways, and I mean it seriously, but that. Here, let's just a little bit more pop. There we go. Now, how does this look? A little bit of scribbles on the page. Something like that. What layer is this even on? Oh. This is going. There we go. Now, if we like this, which it's coming along. There we go. But if we were to like this, this, a bit of that. There, that's throwing it out. Not perfect, but not bad. Now, come here, add a layer, blend mode. I think we can go soft light. I'm gonna airbrush. Probably a light pink. Maybe? Let's see. I think light pink will work. I like this. There. Well, not using the light. There we go. Me. Ooh. Thunder and wind are kicking up out there. See, that's too dark over there, but it's perfectly adequate for over here. So a lot of it's just figuring out what color desperately needs to vaguely affect everything. That last one. Go here. I want one. There we go. That'll one out of it. Okay. Oh, do that. One mode multiply. We are going to go probably something like this. We are going to fill for only that anymore. Do that. Then we're going to start taking it away, just like normal. I just decided instead of doing like the reds I've been playing with, I'll do a bit of blue. Because then, once I'm done here, I add another one. One mode multiply. I go much darker blue. And we do it again. And we can leave just a little bit of shading if we want. I think this is going to require one more color. Oh, this is going to look good. Let's see, how's this look in zoom out? I think we've got a definite winner there. I think I'm going to use a technique I usually use on the other modes, but we'll let it go here. I think it'll look good. How do you do this? And then, I mean, this is usually what I do with cards, but I just like the way that came out. And then I'm going to come down back to here, back to my buddy the pen. What am I at? I'm at 8. I'm at 8. This one. There we go. movie solo, right? We'll call it part 1. What do you guys think? You like that one? I think I like it. I'm going to save that. We're going to export that as a ping. Bam, bam, and bam. Then we're going to go here, here, more over here. I'll pull the font actually down a bit to there and go Never Mind the Furthermore. And we'll just take that and park that in the term. Actually, that could be a bit bigger, couldn't it? Maybe a 10? We do that, we go here, and we will export this guy as a JPEG. NTF 62426. Boom, boom, boom. And that means I have one more to do. Oh, who's here? Who's chatting? Gorgeous. Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you. Thank you. I have to send that to someone, definitely, but that means I need a new one. Does anyone have any thoughts, requests, or ideas? I'm going to swap the music in a moment. While I'm doing that, I will give myself just a little bit of a hand stretch.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Alrighty, we are back. We still have a 4 viewer count, not bad at all. Let me see if I have anything extra inspirational in my. I have a lot of extra inspirational stuff I want to work off of, but it's all vertical format, and I'm not doing cards right now. I don't want to do another classic landscape. Let me see. Is anything jumping out at me? Anything at all? No. Okay, cool. So, when there is nothing jumping out, and I want to draw desperately, but I have no specifics, if we go... I'm going to Google, and I'm going to say random car parts. And I'm going to say images. And see. It's giving me, hold on, I'll show you what I'm doing. Images of random car parts. And I'm just going to pick some random car part and turn it into a spaceship. Problem is I have so many good options. So I may just use some of these as references. Okay, we're going to go do a randomly, slightly detailed picture of a spaceship. I do need to do something about this overall color, though, because that's entirely too bright. So I will bring it up so that you can see what I'm doing again. There we are. And let's get some more music going. Right? I mean, you guys want more music? Let me hear it. Okay. Die down. I appreciate it. Let's go boardwalk. And we'll go here. Comments are open. And oh, you think that's one of the prettier faces? Thank you. Appreciate that. I am trying to get slightly more humanized. So I'm just going. I thought I saw one car part that really. And I keep seeing these really nice turbochargers. But we're going to start. Give me another layer. Give me something like this. We're going to start with. That looks like a distributor cap. It is a distributor. Cool. So we're going to start with a random distributor. What? And I'm just taking the major shapes. Okay. And how does that connect? Okay, it connects to a CGI has taken, for the most part, the ability to just greeble stuff and made it not as viable. You could still do it, but it's just not as viable. So but we're going to start. Do the majority of the ship off of this line right here. And see, that's one thing I love. If you take something and you make it look out of its expected area, you can turn something easily into something else. And the only people who will really likely know are those who are used to, well, your base item. So it's like, from where I am right now, as I am just doing this kind of working sketch of this distributor device, I have slightly tilted the angle that from what was presented, but that's more than enough for me to be able to start turning it into a spaceship. But like I said, working with just one, kind of boring. So I'm going to look at some of the other devices that are handy and sort of, well, it would be greeble them on. Just looking for chunks of stuff that looks like it would look cool if I were to take elements of it and go. So, again, we'll just grab this and I'll show you real quick. That's the reference piece I grabbed. I will go here. Okay. I pulled out the cable, and so I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go here, and I turned it into that. Rough sketch, not a problem. Now, okay. Now that I have done that, we're going to go back. Ooh, because see, by giving me random parts quizzes, I get all these nifty chunks of things to mentally play with that I would get in all sorts of trouble if I were a kid. You know, messing with. So we have this, and I'm seeing some really, really great these suspension tubes are going to look really cool as some kind of ray blaster. Now, one of the PBS was important to me. One of the most important things I ever watched was the secret city with Commander Mark. I can't remember his last. Kistler, I believe. Because he taught me how to see shapes. And then I took mechanical drafting. So now that I have this as a base layer, still need something. Let's add these. I'm seeing an electric motor that has some really nice vent fin things. You wouldn't think that heat would be as much of a problem in space with like all that vacuum cold right there. But you never know. Now, do I like this? Yes. Does this scream Firefly to me? Absolutely. But just because some other sci-fi has a bit of the design language doesn't mean that they have the right to all the design language. So we're just going to do this. Let's get a little bit of Thunderbird action going. I love how Earth ships, as a rule, spin for gravity. And, at least from like the Babylon 5 universes. And I'll leave this though. This could just be some kind of gravitational counterweight. And but once we get here, we're now like into the good stuff. I've cut loose now, and I'm just gleefully greebling my way through. I want that added there. I want that, so I'm going to take this piece and make it look like we totally, because I'm sure a flash suppressor would do good in space, but it looks cool. And right now we are operating, my artistic friends, do we need realism or do we need rule of cool? I ask you. In this day and age, what do we need more of? And I say unto you, we need the rule of cool. We need stuff to just look neat.
I don't need to know why. I just need to know that it's interesting.
Gonna do some of this, some of this. Now that looks like it has recoil abilities, which I mean, it's a shock absorber design, so we should conicalize that. Conicalize, that's a word. But now, like I said, we're starting to get. Am I using my serial pen? Yeah, it looks like. Well, I've been using the serial pen, that's all. And see, this is going to be the cargo clamp. Because I gotta figure an interstellar craft has to have a lot of juice. We're going to add this to make it into a comms array. We're going to add a little bit of this number. Maybe. No, I don't like that line. Got to keep with the curve. There we go. I think Dan Hallfield would have enjoyed this if he were here, which is fine. run this and just plug that so it looks like an external tank into the ship. Now we'll come here, thus establishing the depth of this particular greeble. Just adding shapes, cutting away pieces. And you start to get a spaceship. It's one of the best cheater ways I know when your brain is fried. Or you've got a lot on your mind, or you're on a timer. You don't need to pull from a void. You can pull from reference. And your reference doesn't have to make any sense for what you're actually attempting to accomplish. I could have just as easily turned this into some kind of phaser. I am not the biggest fan of seamless connections. I like when there is a connection, it to have something going on to it. How's that looking? You guys like that? I know I have to come here and do the notches. I wonder if this is a mining craft or something. See, that's what you do. You keep. See, we'll make sure that there's a quite. It's close to being a tangent, but it's not quite a tangent, so I'm letting it go. This time. I love that this might be a slug thrower of some sort, so I'm going to give it a shell ejection port. Let's just keep at it. Doesn't have to be perfect to be awesome. Now, what else does this need? You know what? I don't like the snap. I like the rotation. I like what the rotation implies, but I don't like the snap. So let's pick something to attach right here. I thought I saw something that would work. I could use that. I'm surprised. I saw all those turbo chargers, and I recognized them, but they weren't quite giving me the look I wanted. Now that I like. So I'm just going to roughly sketch that in. Is it perfect? No. Well, that's not the point. The point of the exercise is to figure out what I can do with my lack of perfection. It's also a great practice for how well you can BS. Because as the older I get, the more I find a staggering amount of art and appreciation is around the skill of BS. You get somebody to believe your art. I don't like that style of shading at all, so I'm going to stop it. I'm going to do it instead like this, roughly parallel. As soon as I think it, I goofed up. Lines makes it flat. What else does it need? The question of, but Nick, where is the cockpit, is a surprisingly valid question that I'm sure deserves an equally valid answer. Because it is an Earth ship. I mean, only an Earth ship would look this junky. Well, we could be looking at it backwards, too. Because that could be the forefront. Well, but I think I'm going to keep it going this way. So I think we're going to do it like that. So I know the front. If I do this, suddenly oops, don't like that. We have a view screen. We have a windshield. Suddenly, just add some call numbers, maybe special warping look, the engine output effect. The purpose of this exercise is to keep, in many ways, me chill, but keep you guys this is very much out of the Big Stompy Robots universe. It's not a vector shot. It could be a vector shot. Today's been a fairly sci-fi induced day, hasn't it? I went a little fantasy with the one picture, but definitely hit hard Ben Bovian, sci-fi energy here. Now we're going to multiply this. We're going to hit the airbrush. We're going to pull this way down, and we're just going to start adding the shading that will make this image start to really make more visual sense. You might not know what exactly you're seeing, but ooh, pouring rain now. That's still holding. Awesome. All right, now let's write some lore. I'll give you just a second. Do that. Write some lore. And I'll handwrite it because it's amusing. Enter planetary mind and cargo. Ship. M269. Oops. Uh-oh. We'll do one of these. Oops. That needs to be straight. Cat. Give it that. Come on. And yes, it is ran by Captain Disributor. I hate the box I put up there, so it's not like I have a tool for boxes either. It's not like I can't just go, which means I have to come over here. No. Be like, no. Even though it's a perfectly serviceable box. You can come over here and go. And see, now we have lore going. Do I want to ink this at all? Like, a part of me really wants to put a heavy ink on it. A part of me really likes the almost blueprint look. So if I do this, because this is very much in my bag, and then come back over here real quick and go boink. Do a little bit of cleanup, not a lot. But if I add another layer, just so I don't risk messing anything up, and I fill this area in like that. Okay, that's the right color, but that's not bad. It's actually not bad because it pops neat. Then we'll go white. And we'll go. So that's going to give it a lot of color. Right. Now, I grab, hold on, grab my pen, grab that color. And I'm going to do a dark outline. Of that color. For a very distinct look. One thing I got from Star Wars is never be afraid to have a fun name for your characters. I find myself wondering, what kind of man is Distributor? What does a man named Distributor do? And it's a man. And judging by his shit, it is not a wealthy man. This is an individual who has been forced by the circumstances of the galaxy to somewhat make it do. But how does one do that? If this isn't making you want to write a sci-fi novel, I don't know how to help you. Because this kind of makes me want to write The Adventures of Distributor. this is coming out cool now. Because now we're getting the major points highlighted, referenced, and drawn. I decided that needed to be telescoping, because if this is actually some kind of mining vessel, oops, that line was without mercy out of where it belonged. See. I hope you're enjoying this. I know it's a little different. Let me go back to my usual mode, by the way. But I got in the groove. And when I get really well in the groove, well, things like the Calypso are born. I want you guys to use your creativity as much as possible to come up with as cool as possible concepts. What you do with them, I don't know. It's up to you. But you can't do anything if you don't have a cool idea. And you can't have a cool idea if you don't give yourself permission to have a cool idea. So this is the permission. A license to goof up. Minor market. Life is always better when I remember of a license to goof up. What do you think, guys? Do you think that works? I think it kind of works. I think there's a certain definitive charm to this. There you go. Let me look at this. Is there anything else this ship needs in this kind of format? Apparently not. We had one person sign off. They must have decided that that was done. Okay, that's fine by me. I will come down here. I will sign up on this. I think I will call this a decent picture. I come here. I want to look at something real quick. I go. Just move that down just a bit. That was driving me bonkers. Okay. Now we'll just go here real quick. See, this is a ship where misadventure happens. This is, oh, thank you. Thank you, Kat. It just needed, people need the vibes. And I realize I need to tap a little bit more. I haven't saved this guy yet, have I? Yeah, guys, if you're ever without a plan, find yourself going, I don't know what to draw, but I really want to draw. Go look up an old auto part. Go look up literally type in random auto parts and flip through till something starts to tell you a story. Then once it does, listen to the story. This is how you get free as an artist. Okay. I think, well, let me just come here real quick. Let's see if I go. I can do that just a bit because that was bugging me. And that just a bit. Okay. Not bad. Not perfect. Doesn't need to be perfect. It's an idea. It's an idea generator. It's keeping your mind flexible. Guys, I hope you had fun with this. Let me get this all saved. File. Save as. M269. Kali. Oops. So cat this. How do I spell that? Yeah. Cap distribute. Oh, I think that might be too many U's. That was too many U's. There we go. We're going to save that. And we're going to export that as a ping. And then we're going to have to do this. Boink. And boink. And go right here. And never mind the furthermore. Ooh, the thunder is booming now. Rock on with its bad self. Okay, where will it stand up? Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but he means well. I'm not going to be grumpy about it. And we will export this as a JPEG. And TF 6. I want to say 28. Where are we? Hold on. 620, 626. Cool. And if I don't use this one, I think I'll use it. I can just bump it down. But it's better to have it than not need it. Alrighty. That means, guys, we have three pictures. We have Space Lizard versus Cat and Chat, or Lone Rider, depending on which version you like better. Personally, I like the idea where they're both and they're about to get run down. But you have the multi-styled elf, Rat, who it's not bad as a first, and then the M269 Calypso, captained by Cat this Rebuter. I almost feel bad about that pun. Almost, but I don't. Time to run an ad!
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch. on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yep, folks, I'm about letting you guys art. I'm all about letting you guys art. So please, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it. But you can't edit a blank page. Remember, I love you, and you should too. Toodles.